Hey, welcome to video number 219 of Walker This Way with Hazel Walker, the queen of all things
B&I and networking, even in the cold.
I am Mark Simmons. It's not that cold. You know what's weird about this video? We're together.
We're together in
We're
person.
together in person, which we haven't done for over 3 years. We've all had the Zoom thing. So this is fun.
Yeah, we were celebrating today the 20th anniversary of the Driven Dragons chapter.
Yeah, and it was a whole lot of fun. And I think today you and I were kind of educated.
We got educated by Garth McFadden
Garth
today.
McFadden educated us. So
Yeah.
we're talking about what could our topic be, and it came up with a memory for me of a couple of years back of a member that I referred to my dad,
Yeah,
who multiple times let my dad down.
didn't show up,
Didn't show up.
showed up late.
Hasn't even sent an invoice in a couple of years. And then let me down. Kind of hurt my credibility a little bit with my dad, because now my dad's like, I don't know, Mark.
I know.
Right? But we hear a lot of those stories.
You know, word of mouth is always working.
It is always working, and now I've not saying names, but I've put out the word of mouth in a negative way about.
So word of mouth is always working. It just may not be working in your favor.
Right.
And you got to remember that all the time. You have to control the message.
Yeah.
Right? You have to control your message at all times. And how you show up and how you do the work, how you follow up on a referral, that's part of it. I hear people all the time complain about members who don't follow up.
That's our number one complaint in the office, actually.
They don't follow up on the referrals they receive, which is one of our code of ethics.
It is.
But it also means that is being spoken about your company, and you may not know it. You don't have control of your message because you don't have control of your behavior.
Yeah.
You know, right? You don't have systems in place to manage the referrals you get. You don't have systems in place to show up on time, or to let people know when you're not going to show up on time, or even systems in place to do the invoicing.
Right.
2 years and no invoice.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a lot, and the reality is this is not just B&I. This is business.
All
In your business, you're always doing one of two things. You're either building your trust and credibility, or you're killing your trust and credibility, and you might not be aware of where you're at with either.
Exactly. Well, you can't really know where your only I can judge your credibility. You cannot judge your own credibility, and everything for B&I members. I say to B&I members all the time, everything you do inside the meeting and outside the meeting goes to your credibility and your word of mouth marketing.
Yeah.
So you have to be paying attention all the time to how you're showing up, no matter what. And I'm one of these people who I like to do things sometimes, and I go places and there are people who know me that I don't know. Like they've seen videos of me, they feel like they know me, they're on my Facebook page, stuff like that. But I don't recognize them right away. So I have to always make sure that I'm always showing up in the most positive way, consistently.
Yeah. And you get recognized because we do so many of these videos. Even this morning they talked about it.
I know I had several people go, I've been watching your videos. I feel like I know you, right?
But then that also goes to what the topic we're talking about, which is consistency or credibility, word of mouth.
Yep.
Right?
Consistent.
And you continuing to build that trust.
Yeah, absolutely.
With everybody.
So do what you say you're going to do. Follow up with your referrals.
2.
Show up on time.
3.
Do all. It's just all. It's easy. It's slight edge work. It's easy to do these things, and easy to not do these things. Right. It's easy to do, easy not to do, and you have to be thinking about it all the time, because your word of mouth message is always out there.
Yeah, you get to choose your version of easy.
And by the way, banks have done studies on word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And they learned that a person who is upset and had a negative experience will tell 10 people about that negative experience. But a person who's really excited will barely even write you a review. They might talk to 2 or 3 people. So it's good customer service. It's about bad customer service is going to affect you worse.
Yeah. And do you remember there was that makeup commercial a few years ago? I don't know, maybe it was a Max Factor or something, but it was about the makeup, and they'll tell a friend, and they'll tell two friends, and and so on and so on. And you see how it exponentially grows into the number of people that are going to either know the good stuff about your company, but more often than not, they're going to know the negative things about you and your company.
Yep.
Because that spreads faster.
It does spread faster.
All right, Hazel Walker, check in with yourselves, figure out what it is you're doing, and keep this in mind. Number one, follow up, follow up, follow up, always,
Always.
and word of mouth.
Is always working.
It's always working.
You have control of your own message. You gotta practice it.
Until next time, Hazel Walker on a bright, sunny, warm Vancouver day. I don't know why you're wearing a jacket. It's weird.
I'm cold.
Alrighty, bye.